In the beginning, when the world was young, humanity had turned wicked. Violence, cruelty, and evil filled the earth. God looked upon his creation with a heavy heart and said, "I will wipe mankind from the face of the earth, for they have corrupted everything I made." But there was one man who still walked with God, Noah. He was righteous, faithful, and kind in a world that had forgotten goodness. God spoke to Noah, "I am going to bring floodwaters upon the earth to destroy all life. But you, Noah, have found favor in my eyes. Build an ark, a massive boat, and I will save you, your family, and two of every living creature." Noah must have seemed mad to his neighbors. Build a boat here, miles from any ocean. They laughed and mocked him. But Noah obeyed without question. For years, some say 120 years, Noah and his three sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, labored. They cut massive timbers of gopher wood, sealed it with pitch inside and out, built 3 decks, and created rooms for thousands of animals. The ark was enormous, 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, 45 feet high. People passing by jeered, "Old fool, there's not a cloud in the sky." But Noah kept building. When the ark was finished, God said, "The time has come. Gather your family and bring the animals too of every kind, male and female, and 7 pairs of the clean animals." Then something miraculous happened. From across the earth, animals came, lions and lambs, eagles and sparrows, elephants and insects walking, flying, crawling toward the ark as if called by an invisible voice. Noah didn't have to hunt them down. They came to him, peacefully entering the great vessel to buy too. Noah, his wife, his 3 sons, and their wives entered last. Then God himself sealed the door shut. For 7 days, nothing happened. The mockers laughed harder. "See? Nothing. The old man's insane." Then the sky darkened. Rain began to fall, not gentle drops, but torrents like the earth had never seen. The Bible sees the fountains deep burst forth, and the windows of the heavens were opened. Water exploded from the ground and poured from the sky simultaneously. The people who had mocked Noah ran for the hills, but the water rose faster. 20 feet, 50 feet. The ark lifted from the ground and floated. 100 feet, up 200 feet. The water covered the mountains themselves. Every living thing outside the ark perished exactly as God had warned. For 40 days and 40 nights, the rain fell, then silence. The ark drifted on an endless ocean covering the entire world. Inside, Noah cared for the animals and trusted God's promise. After 150 days, God sent a wind, and the waters began to recede. The ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. Noah opened a window and released a raven, then a dove. The first dove found nowhere to land and returned. 7 days later, Noah sent the dove again. It returned with a fresh olive leaf in its beak. Life was returning to earth. 7 days more, and the dove didn't return at all. It had found a home. Finally, more than a year after entering the ark, God spoke, "Come out, Noah, you and your family and all the animals. Be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth." Noah stepped out onto dry ground and immediately built an altar, offering sacrifices of thanksgiving to God. The Lord smelled the pleasing aroma and made a covenant. "Never again will I destroy all life with a flood. As a sign of this promise, I set my rainbow in the clouds. From that day forward, whenever rain falls and the sun breaks through, a rainbow appears." God's eternal promise that the waters would never again cover the earth. Noah had obeyed when it made no sense. He had trusted when everyone doubted. He had worked for decades on a promise he couldn't see. And because of his faith, life-survived humanity was given a second chance. And God's covenant with mankind was sealed in the sky. The story of Noah reminds us, faith means trusting God even when the storm hasn't come yet, even when others mock, even when you can't see the end. Sometimes obedience requires building an ark before the rain falls. And God always keeps his promises.